I've been thinking about Chris and Desiree's situation with the health insurance, which they still haven't resolved yet. I did get some valuable counsel from someone else last night. I'm going to pass on to them. But that's certainly a mess when, your health insurance changes. You can't cover your family members for something that they have, and life's just not clean and neat. But sometimes we forget to thank God for what we do have. And so that's something I hope we can all do. Well, I thought I would take some advice from my dad. At the time my dad said this, I wasn't a preacher yet, but he often did some speaking as a layman in different Lutheran churches. And he said, when you speak to people, just focus on what the Lord wants to deal with you. At least that way one person gets something out of the sermon. Now, I must confess, I have a difficulty with holiday sermons. I like to just get in the book of the Bible and preach verse by verse, because then I don't have to think about what I'm going to teach next, and B, I think that's one of the surest ways to make sure that you taught people the whole counsel of the Word of God. And so I tend to like preaching from that, but I thought, no, it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving. The right thing to do here is preach a Thanksgiving sermon. So I'm going to let you all take a holiday today, and you can sit back and relax, and you don't have to take notes or anything. I'm just going to preach about my problem. That way I'm going to get something out of the sermon, and the rest of you can just enjoy the fact you were here. And that way, like I said, at least I know one person will get something out of the sermon. But I'm going to make this a two-parter, and this is going to be part one of Thanksgiving, which is kind of an odd title, The Problem with Complaining. A little bit of a departure. I started this week with two different